Hello, everyone. Hello. Welcome to episode 6 of you getting to see firsthand who the Caribbean vendors are at Deals Mania Christmas event 2023 happening December 10th on St. Martin at the Emilio Wilson Park from 9 until 5 p.m. I am your host, Ameera G. I am the CCO, that's Chief Communications Officer of INMTV Plus, INMTV Media, and INM Events and Experiences, all owned by INM Empire Group. So today I'm going to introduce you to one of our amazing vendors. She's not just any vendor, she's vendor number one. Her name is Nadia. She's from St. Martin. So I'm going to bring her on, and here we go. Welcome to the show, Nadia.
Hi, Maarten. Hi, everyone.
How are you doing today?
Fine, I'm fine.
Isn't it funny how this is night, but people are going to be watching this anytime? So we can't even say good night because it's like it could be good morning, good afternoon, good evening.
So,
Is this your first ever interview, Nadia?
yes, it is.
Oh my gosh. And you have your backup there with you, your daughter just supporting you. We had a little technical difficulty, but no technical gonna stand with these youngsters nowadays. They know they born with this technology in them, eh? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna have some fun. So have the viewers get to know you, get to know your products, services, and when they come to Deals Mania and they check out booth number 1, they're gonna be, Nadia, I know you. I see you on the interview. Instead of like, who you be? So let's start with the first one, even though I don't say it already. What is your name?
Well, my name is Nadia Rombley.
Nadia, are you married?
No, I'm not.
So that's your name. Rumbley is you.
Yes.
You have a big family, girl. Oh, the cousins. I can't even imagine. Okay, so let's move on to question number 2. What is the name of your business?
My business name is Sweet Indulgence.
Sweet Indulgence. So now, who came up with that name, Nadia?
Well, I believe it was my sister because this started way back. And we were trying to find a name for a business. And because I used to, just do little things at home, bake little cakes. I am actually the second child. And I just love it when my mom used to, if I make birthday, she used to work in a kitchen actually at Mullet Bay, and I always wanted a cake home. So I was the one to actually, ask for a cake. And when she brought the cake home, I just started, doing things. And then she and my father would also be the critics to it, tell me if it's good, yes or no. And that is how I really started. And the name, I sat down with my sister and we just came up with a name. And yes, that's the name, Sweet Indulgence.
So you could say the family is like almost a family affair.
Yeah.
Sweet Indulgence. Well, that's a name that when someone hears that, they know what to expect.
Yes.
They ain't called sour indulgence.
I know.
It's called sweet.
And it's a sweet treat for everyone.
Ooh, don't get me started. Listen, I already have to pace myself when it comes to you vendors because it's like, I want this. Like, no, I need to leave something for everybody else to have. Okay, so then now my other question is, who came up with a logo?
The logo, actually, I did. I just sat one day and I wanted to rebrand. And I said, you know what? Let me do something different. Let me just look. The color I love is purple and pink. So I said, let me go ahead and let me do something. And that is what I came up with.
Ah, okay. Purple and pink is all over this logo.
Yeah.
More pink than purple. Okay, so that's you getting creative and looking into branding and everything like that. Okay, watch you.
Mm-hmm.
So let's move on to number 3. Look at how fast you're going already. This is like speeding through. Okay, so what problem does your business solve? in your products or services. And in your case, you have, well, you kind of have both. You have a product, but it's also a service. So, what would you say that that your unique business solves for someone?
Okay. Well, as you say, unique business. I would use the word unique actually because if in your family you have a person that is a diabetic person, or in my family, actually, my daughter is vegan, and I have my sister that she only does gluten free stuff. So at home, if I order a cake, it's not only for me to eat. So that's what Sweet Indulgence is about. If you're ordering something, you can get something for anybody in the house. And it doesn't mean that you would have to order two. You can order one, actually, and you would love, and you would never know the difference between a gluten-free cake and or dairy-free cake, or diabetic cake, matter of fact. And you would just sit and enjoy it. So it's a sweet treat. We call it a sweet treat for everyone. So that's the unique thing about it. Everyone would enjoy anything you order from us, and our services also. Because when you order, we can deliver to you. If you actually you're having a brunch at home, anything small, can be a beach party, we would
Oh,
cater and we would serve your guests with a smile also.
what? Listen, stop lying that you never do an interview before. You just completely taken over. Okay, but I never did it lie. You stutter once with that. Very good. Very good, Nadia. That was very well explained. Period, point blank. Very well. I mean, like what else you want? So that you just said a whole mouthful with a lot of the problems that someone would have that you would solve.
Yeah.
So there you go. You killed it one time. So now we're gonna move on to this one, which is always fun. Where are you located? And we're only asking this because this is a Caribbean unity movement where we have multiple different vendors from different islands. So we want to highlight which island you're from.
Okay. I'm located in St. Martin. We're at home actually in Fort William, Fort Hill area. That's the Phillipsburg area. If you do not have a car, like I mentioned before, we will deliver it to you. So I can send you the location if you order, but if you don't know the area, we will come to you.
Wow. Full service.
Yeah.
Full service. Okay. So sounding so good. My question is the next one. How long have you been in business?
About 20 years, I would say.
Wow.
Yes, about 20 years. So I'm actually growing in it. I see every year as a growth for me, but still need to grow some more.
Wow. So Sweet Indulgence exists for 20 years?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. And doing the same thing, or have you thought about having a location, or instead, or just working from home is the best way for you right now?
Well, once we grow larger or once we get bigger, we can go out there. We can look for a permanent location. Um, every time it's a adding. So I would say for the past year or so, we added the vegan part, the diabetic part, So I'm trying to get everything really combined together before we really go out there. So you have a small portion, and we're trying to make it do. We're trying to serve everybody also, and we're adding where we see necessary. We're
Mm,
trying to just make it work, and
mm.
then we go out there.
Okay. So if someone, for example, is at a supermarket, and you know how sometimes the supermarkets have products from different individuals with food and cakes and stuff like that, would Sweet Indulgence be there, or is it only they contact you is the only way to get it?
No, no, no. Sweet indulgence can show up anywhere.
Mhm.
It may be the supermarket, or maybe a how you call that, a pastry place.
Right.
You want different stuff. You somebody taste it, and you the owner of the place taste it and they want it. We can do that. You don't really have to order directly from us
Mm-hmm.
if it's a business and they want to sell it also, but we would have our brand name on them.
Well, of course, because they're carrying your brand. So you basically can cater to individuals, but
Yes.
you're also open to catering to businesses
Yes.
that would like some variety at
Yes.
their establishment without them having to do it.
Yes.
And you would give them, of course, a different price than you would a person buying one piece, right?
Definitely.
What would be your minimum order for someone like a supermarket listening right now or watching right now saying, I would like some sweet indulgence in my supermarket or my pastry store? Like what would be a minimum order they would have to place in order to qualify to get that special price?
Okay. Well, it all depends on what they order. Um,
Mm,
I It all depends on what they order. If I'm talking about maybe slices of cakes or
right,
cookies or anything, so I would
right,
the minimum order would at least be 25 to start with, because
right.
you'd have to see how the sales go, and
True.
there we can go up.
Love it, love it. And that's one of the things that I love about Deals Mania is because we want to let people know it's not just about the individuals coming to shop, but businesses who
Yeah.
want to branch out with a variety can also come to Deals Mania because we have vendors such as Nadia willing to give you that special bulk price so that you can be able to have some of her products there to create a variety for your clients. And it's like a win-win, right?
Yes, yes, it is.
So now saying that, the next question kind of falls in line. Would you consider yourself a small business owner or a side hustler?
I would say a small business owner.
And why would you say that?
Because it's not really a hustling job. I try to do it as a business, whereas we do our invoices, we email you your receipt if you do a bank transfer. We have the our name, our bank name also. We are registered by the chamber also. So, we try to make it as a small business, and even then, so I'm trying to make it even into a bigger business.
Nice. Okay, very well put. Very well put. Now, we're at a point where the viewers want to know the question. How did you even hear about Deals Mania Christmas event 2023 vendor registration?
Okay, well, it started with my sister actually, because I I first of all I do not be on the internet that much, and my sister sent me a link and she told me if I heard about it, and I like no, and I read it through. And one time I registered, and I messaged her back and I say I registered, and she was like okay. And then I got an email back, and that's how it started. But the first person that sent it to me was my sister.
I know I like your family for some reason. I'm like, first your daughter set you up to make you look fabulous, and now your sister set you up, man. These people, the Rumbleys, is the way to go.
Uh,
Okay, well, that's that. There you go. And now the second question that falls in line with that, because at the end of the day, somebody could tell you something, but
mhm.
now it's why? Because you got that information. You could have just went, oh, okay, that's nice. But what inside of you said, let me do something about this instead of doing what everyone else does, which is just, okay, that's nice.
It's stepping out of the box. If I want the business to grow, you need to step out of the box. You need to let people know about your products, and that is what it's about. When I read the whole thing about Deals Mania event, Christmas event, I was like, okay, it's something that I never did, and it's time to go out there and do it. Because if I don't take that big step, I would never grow more than I am. So that is why.
But that is the perfect reason why any individual who wants to grow should do something outside of the comfort zone. To grow, you need to reach not only a wider audience, but you need to take a different form of action when
That's
it
right.
comes to, because you know how many people just stick in their WhatsApp group. I have
That's
a WhatsApp group. I have a Facebook group. I
yes.
sell two things a day. I rich already. And
Mm-hmm.
it's like,
Mm-hmm.
you know, the fact that you have invested in your business already is a good movement. And now, as you know, we have been challenging you vendors with
Yeah.
multiple different things.
Yeah.
And we look at it that it's a challenge for your sake and
Yeah.
your benefits.
Mm-hmm.
And not to make Ameera happy or King happy, but it's more your growth. But we are also there to support you as well in your growing process, because we don't want to scare you. We just want we want to make sure challenge you, but not scare you. Like, okay, I gone because this is way too much. So saying all of that, now the next question is, how has your experience been so far with the organizers since you registered? And then the second part, how was it to create your 1 minute pitch video?
Okay. My experience with the organizers has been great. Um, I would start from the beginning with getting back feedback that I'm gonna be accepted, and from there is everything was a go. Like I never personally met Ameera, but meeting you the first day, it was like, okay, we're gonna get on board, and this thing gotta work. This is what we will have to do, and it was step by step information. Although it's in December, we started early, and I really like that. Even though we would have to put in our part, but it is a two-way something, because every time you would send information. You would tell us how to do this, what to do. Time is running out. I really love the communication, and that I believe is the push towards everything, and everyone being on top of their I should say on their own timing and meeting the deadlines for everything. If you probably were late or whatever, it's not the organizer's fault, but I believe it was a delay on your side. So everything was with the organizers was, for me, is very well put together. The second part of the question was, I can't remember.
How was it to create your 1 minute pitch video?
The 1 minute pitch video, it was, again, it was my daughter. She had to, in the beginning, it was every minute, we had to look for a quiet place. And every minute it was like a stopping. I forgot what I wanted to say, and then I say, you know what? This is it. So we had maybe a good 20 minutes, I should say, or 30 minutes. And then, yeah, I just say, okay, I'm ready. And we did it. And I love it. So I think, I would be doing more 1 minute pitch in the future. Just
Yes.
out.
Yes, yes. And we also had a structure to it, because the first step was to write a
Yes.
1 minute pitch video. Because the script for the 1 minute pitch video, how do you know it's a minute? You have to literally
Yeah.
write it and then record yourself so that you can see how long it is.
Mhm.
And a lot of times when you write something, you think it's short. But
Mhm.
then when you did you experience that when you
Yeah.
first?
Yes, I did. Matter of fact, when I first did it, it was longer than even a minute. And when I cut out different things, I was like, it didn't even reach a minute. And then while doing it, I got to the minute, and when my daughter was videotaping me, it would be she would say, no, you have to record. It's past a minute. And I was like, okay, and I was like, yes, I keep forgetting what I'm saying. Then, and then gradually we got there. But it's by practicing over and over and
Mhm.
what you have to say. And yeah, it went good.
Yes, and trust me, I was so proud of you, the whole team. Very proud of you because we know that it can be very intimidating to do
Yeah,
something you've never done before. And I am sure you lost a couple of pounds after you were done. You were like, that's it. They better not give me. How did you feel after you submitted it? Like when you press send?
I felt so great. I was like, okay, because every day I keep saying, okay, then I have to do this. No, no, tomorrow. Okay, yes, no, no, no. I deadline coming. I have to do so. After I submitted it, I was so glad. After then we had to write, take the pictures. I was like, not something to do, but I love the experience. I love everything what we did, and now to go in the advertising part, the promotion, the marketing part. Well, that's the next step, but that's based on us also.
Yes, and you also now also contributed to sell tickets.
Yes,
So
I
so that's another angle as well where you're outside of your comfort zone now. You have to now sell Deals Mania.
yes,
So which
yes,
means you have to know enough about it to
yes.
tell people what it is, because the last thing we want to do is say, "Oh, it's an event with people, food, drinks." It's like, nope.
That's
This
right.
is Caribbean Unity, the first ever type of event where multiple islands come in on St. Martin. This is huge.
Yes,
This is huge. So, Nadia, now all I hear you talk about is this video, and we know how amazing this video is, but the people don't know how amazing this video is. So, we're going to show your video to
okay,
the people right now and
okay.
watch you just enjoy and eat up how proud you are of it. You ready?
Yes, I am.
Okay, here we go. Hold on.
Looking at persons when I was growing up, I always loved to see people cater. Catering began as a hobby.
We're going to do that again because it was sticking. Hold on.
Yeah. Looking at persons. Looking at persons when
Okay, Nadia,
Mhm.
we're gonna do it a bit different. I wanted them to see your face, but for some reason, the internet is like, no, we ain't want to it. So we're
Okay.
gonna give it its own opportunity to show itself, and then we gonna come back
No.
on. Okay, what lesson?
Looking at persons when I was growing up, I always loved to see people cater. Catering began as a hobby, but in 2003 in St. Martin, I decided to do it as a business. This business is Sweet Indulgence, owned by Nadia Rombley. That's me. At Sweet Indulgence, there's a tasty treat for everyone. Are you a diabetic person? You're looking for gluten-free, dairy-free, or vegan? Look no further. You will get it at Sweet Indulgence. We will help you plan your event, cater your food, prepare your snacks or desserts. We will make that fresh, tasty drink or punch. We will deliver and we will serve your guests with a smile. Remember, at Sweet Indulgence, there is a tasty treat for everyone.
Nadia,
Mhm.
listen. I don't know around this internet, but I ain't stopping my flow.
I
I
know.
have I was so proud. Listen, I so proud of you with that. That thing, you killed it. You looked cute. You say your daughter help you out.
Yes.
Yes, that is a video to be proud of, especially for your first pitch video. That was something to be proud of. I'm super proud of you. You better give yourself
Oh,
a
thank you.
little, yes, celebrate you. It's like, listen, viewers, you may not know this, but on St. Martin, if you get internet, you happy. So with the fact that the internet went a little whatever and stuff like that ain't phasing us, because we just like the fact that we could even have it, we're going praise Jesus.
I know. Doing good.
Right? So we don't take what we get. But at least majority of it played so that they could get some kind of essence of how it was. And you just looked like you were having such a good time.
Oh, yes, I was.
You did. You did. Okay, so let's move on to the next question. What would you say your business needs in order for it to reach to the next level?
I would say exposure, more exposure.
Hmm.
That is what is lacking actually, because sometimes I would get persons say, oh, but I didn't know you used to do cake. So who or somebody would give them a piece of taste, and maybe they would WhatsApp me and say, oh, I was looking for someone. So I needed to get out there.
Now, here's my question because you know we like to ask all you questions.
I do.
Other than Deals Mania, what are you doing to get it out there?
Well, actually, I'm on Facebook and on Instagram, and of course on WhatsApp. Those are the three social medias that I'm actually on right now.
Okay, so let me ask you like this. Just because I have a phone doesn't mean that I'm using it.
Mm-hmm.
Meaning, just because you have a Facebook and an Instagram doesn't mean you see you smiling like you know where I'm coming from. Like you just know what are you physically. You see, like how you stepped up and you said, I want to join Deals Mania. That was you physically doing something. You went, you contributed, you said, I'm committed financially, you're doing the assignments, you're moving forward, you're taking the challenges, and you're accomplishing your things, actively doing. Other than this form of active, in this interview, active, what are you actively, if you're saying, I want more exposure and more reach, what are you actively doing towards that?
At the moment, I don't think anything active. I just well, actually right now, because of Deals Mania event, I have created flyers.
Hmm.
So I think I had like a mind shift of the whole business work while
Good.
Deals Mania. So I kind of made new business cards, the flyers. So, I would able to, even anywhere I go, I would walk with it. And, I can give it to someone. I can say, if I hear them talking, if I know someone, because it starts with people that you know. Because
Yes.
you can know someone, but you probably don't know what they do. And so I just started to print some flyers, and I also after the Deals Mania event, I want to do like a December a calendar of different stuff. And
Ooh,
yeah, so every day, like I want to do like a 12-day of Christmas something.
nice.
Every day I would have something, but again, I would need to be out there. I would need to let the persons know in advance.
Mm-hmm.
um,
Mm-hmm.
be a kind of, you can be in your comfort zone and still go out and do stuff. So I the same way how Deals Mania started early with prepping,
Mm-hmm. Yep.
that's how I'm trying to do also. So I'm trying to put everything together.
Mm-hmm.
So when the time comes, it would be an easy flow for me. So that is more that is what I'm actually working on, uh,
Good.
to try to get actively out there, is by
Good.
creating flyers. And not only just a flyer, I have flyers with my pictures on it. I also have the pricing on it, pricing that I start with, and
Good.
number. I have it also on the WhatsApp, so you can click and you can go to whatever page.
Mm-hmm.
I started to do some different stuff, so I can say that I can walk with to go different places just to get more exposure and just to be actively involved in yeah, because I would tell you, I'm not a person always to be on my phone. So
Mm-hmm.
I would have to look like others like that also, and try to get it out there in a different way.
Yes. Well, keep in mind, by the way, super proud of you for doing that in the first place. Proud of you for Sweet Indulgence because it needs you to feed it. You
Yes.
know, in order for your business to take care of you, you need to take care of it so that it can be able to take care of you and your family and your generation long after.
Yeah.
That's why we need to feed it and invest in it. And keep in mind, you have such an amazing support team. Don't forget to ask for help. A lot of times we think let's ask ourselves only, but if you already, like your daughter, your family, already putting in so much energy and effort into making sure that you succeed, give them a couple flyers. Tell your
Mhm.
daughter, hand them out to some students or something. Have your family go, hey, you work in over there, right, in Nagico and wherever it is. Here, give some out to, you understand? I mean, join some WhatsApp groups, different kind of groups, and then hand them out like that. And so keep in mind, it's about using your resources.
Yes.
Deals Mania is one resource, but you also have other resources as well, because after this, remember we talked about creating a contact list.
Yes.
Okay, super important, because the people coming there are so distracted with different vendors and
Mhm.
activities and stuff. But by you getting their names and contact information, you can then give them a call afterward and say, hey, thank you for passing by my booth number 1. I was Nadia, Sweet Indulgence. So you left your name on this on the sheet. How can I do some whatever? It's
Yeah.
just, that's an extra way to get out there. Keep in mind, investing in your business also is financially, advertising as well, huge. Going on radio station interviews.
Yeah.
These are all things that would help you to get out there. And expos like this also is a great way, but don't limit it to just flyers.
No, 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 no. Actually,
Especially because you have something to eat, girl. Tastings, girl. Do some tastings, okay?
yes, of course, of course. I have an interview actually with one of the radio stations
Oh,
already.
you do?
Yes.
Which one?
I believe is I'm trying to
On
uh,
St. Martin, it only got a little bit. So
actually again it's family because it's my daughter who had it set up for me.
love her. She's
Yes,
amazing.
yes. So actually I it was a tasting. I don't know if you heard about that tasting, and then they advertise for you.
Oh no, but that's interesting.
Yes. So
Oh.
I contacted them and
Mm-hmm.
answered me. So I have a date with them set on November 10th, I believe.
Nice. Watch you.
And all of that is through Deals Mania because
Oh,
I wouldn't have stepped. I believe from the beginning I stepped out the box, and
you
it's
did.
so comfortable that WhatsApping the radio station and telling them about an ad that actually my daughter heard about,
Yeah.
it came so normal to me.
Oh, I'm so proud of you. Just want to cry, boo. Look, you
Yeah.
should be proud of yourself, though.
They wouldn't they wouldn't WhatsApp me. But yeah, it's either a yes or a no, or it's either they never reply. If you
Right?
take the step, you could never go forward.
Look at you. She's some bread. Just watching like little chickens grow into big chickens. Like, Lord. I am so proud. Your daughter probably smiling from ear to ear, just like that's my motto. Jazz, listen, just keep going like that. I mean, the best part about discovering a new strength is that you don't get a little addicted because you like, what else can I do? What else can
Yeah.
I do? Where else can I go? So that's awesome. Okay, so now because you've experienced so far these transformations, this is a very, 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 very important question. Here we go. If another Caribbean small business owner, such as yourself, is viewing right now, what advice would you I should say, hold on. What advice or word of encouragement would you give him or her based on your failures, which we call lessons, that you have learned thus far?
Never give up because it wasn't it I'm not where I think I supposed to be, because if you look at the span but I still see myself growing. Where I started off in the beginning, it's not where I am now. But once you don't give up, not because you're not seeing your stuff selling, people is buying from you like how they should, how you think that they should. Um, if you stop, you would never know your worth, and you would never see your small business grow. You gotta put in extra. Um, I would say also you have to brainstorm ways that you can do something different. Just continue. Don't give up, because I am not giving up. I would continue going and growing. And once you have a passion for something you're doing, you will continue to do it.
Lovely. That's like encouraging and motivating right there. Would you agree that your failures are lessons?
Yes, definitely. Um, why I would say they are lessons, because you would learn from what not to do the next time. So if I ever, for instance, someone wants to order cake and it's more than a cake, let's say they're having a wedding, and be, let's say, $1,000, and you don't take a deposit, and you end up not having, to the end you're not having, you don't get the amount of money that you asked, and you
Nadia,
end up
one
losing
minute, love.
everything.
I can't see
It's a
you.
lesson actually for you.
I'm not seeing
She
you.
can't hear me. She said she can't hear me.
So we had a little bit of technical difficulties, but we are back. And Nadia, you was talking about basically, girl, what you were saying again? Okay, you know what? It's fine. We were talking about the whole motivation and
Yeah.
encouragement and not giving up and how you challenging yourself and so on. We're going to leave it at that because we remember. Okay, so now we're at the final round where you get an opportunity to sell yourself, girl. So at question 12, tell the viewers why they should travel all the way to St. Martin for those who aren't St. Martin already. Why should they come to Deals Mania Christmas event 2023 happening on December 10th from 9 to 5 at the Emilio Wilson Park to see you, vendor number one, Sweet Indulgence. Go!
Okay. First of all, as I started off in the beginning, is a treat for everyone. So you would be able to pre-order your stuff for Christmas, your cakes, your tarts, your punch. You would be able to taste it also. You would be able to also buy the gifts, which we have already packed, and it's going to be amazing. Once you reach at booth number one, you need to buy anything. We would, of course, tell you the ingredients, especially for the diabetic persons, the gluten-free persons. We would let you know what is what. If you want to have a free tasting, you can before you even buy whatever you're buying. Come with the whole family. Make sure you come with your cash, and you would be able to pre-order for Christmas, have anything for that same day, and also you can order for the next day. So come on out and visit booth number one, Sweet Indulgence. We would have flyers. We would have everything waiting for you, from cakes, tarts, punch, cookies. We have cookies. Those cookies are can't eat only one. And when you come there and you taste one, I know you wouldn't able to go without buying more than a bag.
Boom! It's like, got me one by all now. Like, just like, Boom. Okay. Talk about you never do an interview before. Lies. All lies. You won't stutter once. All you did was smile and be like, sweet indulgence. So for those of you viewing wondering how much is a ticket is only $5, believe it or not. We have more than 20 vendors and only $5 to enter because we want you to spend as much, like how my girl Nadia say, cash as possible at the event. So come with a whole lot of it because cash is king on St. Martin, in case you didn't know. So being the ticket is only $5, there's two ways you can get it. One, you can visit the link right there and you can purchase it online with your credit card. Or the other way is if you're on St. Martin, you can simply WhatsApp 172-1556-1667, or you can contact persons, for example, Nadia, who has tickets available to sell. And in case you want to know how the tickets look, these are how the tickets look. $5, super creative. There you go. Had to fix the zoom a bit. And her contact information is in the description as well as ours. Make sure to like and follow. Make sure to subscribe because, again, the more you share this video, it's more of an opportunity for not just us, but Nadia as well, to be able to be seen everywhere. And if you have been touched by this episode and want to be able to do more, become a sponsor for the next episode, become an active Caribbean Unity supporter, purchase a business advertising sponsor package, anything of that nature. You can contact us at sales.inmtvmedia@gmail.com. So persons like Nadia will be able to continue having opportunities like this because the more support we get, the more we continue to do. Nadia, you are a gem. You did an amazing job. I just want to tell you thank you for being vulnerable, being open, and being willing to share you and your passion. You light up when you talk about Sweet Indulgence, and also the fact that you have so much support. I am rooting for you. We are all rooting for you. Vendor number one, booth number one.
Yes.
Right. This is crazy. Okay, so this was episode 6. So we're going to sign off now, or just say a little goodbye to the viewers.
Okay, bye. And see you on December 10th. Don't forget, I have tickets, and get your ticket early so you would be counted and you would be able to visit booth number 1 at the Deals Mania event. Thank you.
All right, there you have it. Thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in. My name is Ameera G. I am the host, but also the C.C.O, that's Chief Communications Officer of INMTV Plus, INMTV Media, and INM Events and Experiences, all owned by INM Empire Group. So make sure you check out the description so you can see all of Nadia's information, our information, where to buy tickets, all the contact information, the goody stuff. Follow us, like, share, subscribe, and everything that comes along with that. But make sure to share this video because we want Nadia to be seen everywhere. So that was episode 6 until episode 7, where I will interview another amazing vendor, Caribbean vendor at that, for this Caribbean Unity movement happening all at Deals Mania Christmas event 2023, the 10th of December this year from 9 to 5 at the Emilio Wilson Park on St. Martin. Ciao for now. Bye-bye.